it says, oh, it's in Rolling Stone. Okay, I'm gonna look for it. In a recent interview with Rolling Stone, Lil Durk revealed that he wants to bring his city together and stop dissing the dead. Apparently, Lil Durk says, I'm gonna start by getting the city together. He told them to do my part, slow down the violence. Let's see if we can find this interview. So apparently, Durk said he wants to bring his city together and stop dissing the dead. Lil Durk, Rolling Stone. Let's see if we can figure out this interview. Oh, here we go. We got the interview. Okay. We never imagined this, the dizzying ascent of Lil Durk. Okay, cool. Well, we gotta buy the whole fucking shit to read the story? Yo, they're pimping these days, huh? Let me see. Okay, I probably gotta go to somewhere else. Damn, does anybody have a Rolling Stones login? This shit is crazy now. Okay, anyway. I don't even know why they do that. Other websites just will buy the thing for $3 and then just rewrite it and get all the traffic. Good job. Lil Durk has found himself a center of controversy involving several rappers and affiliates several times in his career. Now he wants to make a change in order to reduce gang violence fueled by rap music. In an interview with Rolling Stone published on Wednesday, the Chicago native admitted he aims to stop mentioning those who have passed in his music going forward. His decision comes after he lost so many friends and family to gun violence over the past years, including his best friend King Von and his blood brother D-Thang, who was shot and killed last year. That's why I'm not saying no more names no more in my music. I ain't speaking on the dead no more. None of that. I'm not chasing death no more. I'm chasing $1 billion. I want our kids to grow up safe and sound, to be able to have fun, and to have a real life. This is interesting. And by the way, me and Durk, we've been in communication recently. Who knows if we get a chance to lock in anytime soon and do the interview. But even if we don't, I'll give my side of what I would want to talk to Durk about, because I'm glad he's confronting some of these conversations. Because here's the thing, Durk is one of those people who have kind of came up off of a certain type of thing, but it sounds good in music. It doesn't sound good when you're talking about it, right? Now he's officially said something that's outside of music about it, and he says he's going to stop doing it. And really the conversation I would have with Durk is that, are you going to stop doing it? And I'm not saying he has to stop doing it, but you don't need a virtue signal if you're going to still do it. Because I do believe that Durk was at a point in his career where he had so much misfortunes for a long time that once he started having some success, he kept repeating what gave him success. And what gave him success was being very blunt, saying it like it is, and shit, if it included dissing people who was from the other side, quote unquote, or dissing people who may have died from the other side, it was what it was. Obviously, now that he's gained a lot of success, people are looking at him like, yo, bro, what about your morality? But I do think that Durk is one of those people, and obviously, I think he's shown us to a certain extent that he could have success without all that dissing the dead, because look at what happened to Virgil. That song doesn't include him dissing his usual ops or whatever. It's more of it's more pensive, and it shows him kind of reflecting on misfortunes that's happened to people around him. So I think he should have that I think he should have that that confidence that he could make great music without dissing the dead. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I've always said this, and I remember saying this about 21 Savage back in the day, and people were mad. Yo, the audience is bloodthirsty. You go to a Durk concert, when he drops Hellcats and Trackhawk, Back in Blood, or anything he's dissing niggas on, that's when people really get riled up. So that's why a lot of times these artists, they don't want to abandon the formula. The formula really is be raw, authentic, talk about some shit that's really going on, possibly incite situations that's already like, you know what I mean? And I've thought that Durk has fell into that, and he kind of said, fuck it. I'm going to just keep, like, I don't know if maybe my timeline is wrong. Y'all can help me with this. I thought Durk was trying a few things, and then once he realized that Vaughn was catching some steam from just being very blatant and doing what Chicago niggas do, which is damn near almost self-snitch and basically like call niggas names out, that nigga dropped No Auto Durk, and then after that, that nigga Durk was just basically just dropping damn near names. Y'all can tell me if I'm wrong. And by the way, after that, niggas start fucking with Durk like it was going out of style. Niggas love Durk. And what an artist gonna always realize is when he's catching traction. You look at all them songs he dropped, all them songs. Most of them songs, or I'll say even all of them, was basically just him in that pocket. Got him lit, bro. Back in Blood is taunting people. Hellcats and Track Horse is taunting people. Ha Ha is taunting people. Like most of them songs that we really be fucking with from Durk, of course with the exception of What Happened to Virgil, is him getting in that bag that he got into while Vaughn was alive. And I've always said it's going to take some bravery for him to walk away from doing that. Even when he said before, I'm done dissing the dead people. You know what he said? Or he said, no, I'm done dissing FBG. I ain't about to do it. You know what he said on, what's that song called? Fuck Your Cousin, or Fuck My Cousin, whatever it is. He literally rapped about it. He said, yo, I ain't gonna diss. He says, oh, no. Wait. Oh, don't take away my bottle now. He literally says, I ain't gonna diss that nigga, but everybody else around him, they finna die. Let me see what y'all say. Anyway, I believe, and by the way, this is why I would love to have that conversation with Durk, because I feel like Durk has escaped accountability a lot. And, you know what I mean, he's had, some people might be like, well, he's been through some shit. Like, people killed his brother. Like, damn, even if he's rich as fuck and he could avoid certain situations and he could change a lot of people's lives, he could still be rapping about certain shit because people around him are dying. But some people also look at it and say his music and the shit he's talking about is encouraging death to constantly follow him. And I don't know what type of accountability he takes for that. That's why I would love to have a conversation with him. But I'm wondering if he's just saying this, which is good for an interview, is good for a headline. And then when it comes to the music, he's talking about, fuck this nigga, I'm about to spin the block, I shoot up the funeral. Like, yo, we find your grave, we piss on it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm wondering if this is an actual thing. Would y'all fuck with Durk's music if he's not dissing niggas like he's dissing them now? Somebody said, nah, it's because that Rico is coming. That's interesting. I don't know. Fonnie Willis got everybody in Atlanta talking nice. I heard next week Lil Baby finna be giving blood at a blood bank. He giving away some toys at a homeless shelter. He about to donate some hair to some cancer center. Like, I'm telling you, niggas is doing shit they ain't even never did before. So maybe Fonnie Willis is on the. I don't know. Are we? Somebody says, "Yo, Durk is 30 now." Is Durk 30? No, he's not. How old is Lil Durk? Oh shit! But if it ain't broke, chat, why try to fix it? Yo, Tie Track says, "Come and put her." Yo, y'all niggas is hell, man. All right, anyway, yo, I'm in communication with Durk. I would love to have that candid and honest conversation with him. The reason why I would love to have that conversation with him, Durk is 30 years old. When Durk really started, it was 2012, 2011. That means he was 20, he was 19, he was a child, he was a kid just coming out the streets, broke his shit, just trying to make ends meet. He was probably just trying to think about rapping about anything to get him on. And then after he got on, the drill music scene kind of like dried up. He got dropped by Def Jam, and he was trying to do anything to get back on. And he was obviously still going back to Chicago. We saw charges that came from it. I completely understand the story. But right now, Lil Durk is a very successful artist, and I think people are looking at him to pivot. It's kind of like how they're looking at Drake. It's like Drake rapping about still fucking a bunch of bitches, and people like, this is the first time. You remember Rolling Stone wrote that article? They're like, it wasn't Rolling Stone, was it Pittsburgh? No, Rolling Stones. They're like, ew, Drake should grow up. If Drake was rapping about fucking mad bitches at 25, they'd be like, yeah, he's having fun. Now they're looking at Drake like, why don't you grow up? Now I'm not about to lose my voice. I'm chilling. Anyway.